The tragedy of Arthria. May her name and her lesson ever be remembered. In the days when the kingdom of dragons was young, okay, I want to say one more thing before I read this. Sargeras stabbed a sword into our planet that completed the blood concoction that was Azerite, okay? We did not get Azerite in the full form, in the creation and destruction form that Sylvanas holds it. We did not get that until the sword was introduced into our planet. And the sword was very clearly imbued with the power of Argus. If you were to compare the colors and textures, they are identical. It is for sure what it was. And also this is very subtly done. I know, what sword, Keck W, I know. It's very subtly done, but when you pull the darkness out of the sword, there is a flaming, almost flaming eye in the sword, in the fucking not pommel, but in the maybe is that what it's called? In the handguard, not the hilt. It's like in the handguard of the fucking sword. Maybe it is the hilt technically, but anyway, you can see it. And remember how we had that dialogue from Ogmont from his dream journal where he said, that shiny, that blade got shiny eye, always watching us. Why see it? And everyone was like, oh, it's Xalatath, it's Xalatath, it's Xalatath. And I'm like, guys, it's literally from Ogmont, who is standing right next to the blade in Silithus that literally had a flaming eye in it. And if you look back, I don't know if I still have these folded. In all of the official art of Sargeras, he has an eye in his sword. But when he stabs his sword into the planet, you can no longer see it. The eye's not there. And so I'm pretty sure that it was always talking about this eye in the sword that was always, that was always there, but it can't be seen. So anyway, once again, that's all to say that, I think that Sargeras wasn't trying to kill Azeroth. Like, I don't think that was the goal. I think if he wanted to destroy Azeroth, he could have done that. But I don't think that was his intention. I think that Sargeras intended only to put a piece of Azeroth back into Azeroth. And in the book Before the Storm, written by Christy Golden, there's an excerpt where Sylvanas holds Azerite in her hand, and it specifies that whilst holding it, she feels as though she were a goddess of creation and destruction. And she had never realized how deeply intertwined those two things were. She never understood how deeply they went together. That is to say that Azerite is, in essence, creation, Azeroth, and destruction, Argus, the maker and the unmaker, so to speak. And when Sargeras put the energy back in, if anything, it probably helped Azeroth. Now, did it do catastrophic damage to the integrity of whatever machines or biomechanical fucking objects the Titans have installed on Azeroth? Did it do damage to their systems and apparatus? I'm sure it fucking did. But did it kill Azeroth? No. And I don't think that it was going to either. I mean, she was bleeding, to be sure. She was bleeding. And so us putting the blood back in, maybe that was a good thing. Maybe Sargeras was hoping that we would do that. But it just doesn't make any fucking sense at all. It doesn't make any sense when you look at the grand fucking story that they've told. It does not make sense that Sargeras is the bad guy and Aenar is the good guy. It just does not make sense. Watch Azeroth be Sargeras' lover. Could be. Azeroth could also be their mother. And that's what I think is actually potentially more likely is, or even, sorry, I mean, I could even get with like Sargeras is like the Lord of the Twisting Nether and Azeroth is the Lord of the Great Dark Beyond. That'd be sick, but I think that is what Sargeras was hoping for by coming to the world. Yeah, I don't think that his intention was to destroy, which is funny because he has the title The Destroyer. Durgan One God was the first mate of the Wave Strider. He admitted that he's the only dwarf who believed in only one god, Aenar the Lifebinder. Sometime after the Cataclysm, he assisted Captain Graydon Thorn in the attack against the Bloodsail Buccaneers on the Sea King, personally freeing the captured crew along with Mary Brown. But it's very interesting. Durgan One God was the only dwarf who believed in only one god, A&R the Lifebinder. Perhaps he was trying to kill the roots by using the power of death, Argus, almost like an injection of weed killer. Potentially. It could have potentially served a double purpose. I kind of saw it almost like a shot of adrenaline. Like a shot, I mean, where did he put it? Ironically, right next to where an old god once was. He stabbed her in the heart with it. He stabbed her in the heart. Direct into the bloodstream as you can get. You cannot get something into the bloodstream faster than putting it straight into the heart. Just saying. Just saying. Just something to think about. Now, you don't want to get stabbed in the heart typically because you might bleed the fuck out and die, but she didn't. Kept her alive. You think Sargeras thought that we were going to let that just happen? Nah, bruh. We just had to deal with dumbass Ashara and get her out of the deal with N'Zoth so that she could come back and be on Sargeras' side again. Because the only reason she ever made a deal with N'Zoth anyway is because because she fell in the waves. And for the fuck all we know, N'Zoth could be working with Sargeras. We don't fucking know. In fact, we might know. Gods aren't so easily felled after all. Nope. Oh God's adrenaline straight into the heart. And she still didn't wake up? Them roots be holding hard. The dream. Well, think about this. The Legion was literally working with the Nightmare Satyrs. By the way, Satyrs are those nightmare-like Xavius demons that corrupted the dream, or helped spread the corruption in the dream. If you guys didn't know, the first Satyr, Xavius, was handcrafted by Sargeras. Handcrafted. So, these Nightmare Satyrs, which are working directly in conjunction with N'Zoth in the Nightmare, are actually also working, and it's very clear when you go outside of Shaladrasil, with the Legion to try to dismantle the dream. Why do you think they're doing that? Isn't that so fucking weird? Very curious to me that they would seek to dismantle the dream. The dream must be undone, is what one of the Satyrs says. The dream must be undone. Why? It's so important that Sargeras handcrafted specific kinds of demons so that they could do it. Let me just say something. We don't have proof, nor do we have any reason to trust anything that says that the dream is somehow good for Azeroth, or that it is somehow bolstering her or is good for her. We have no proof of that. We don't have any evidence of that. We've only just been told not to destroy the dream, not to do things to the dream. We have no idea what it is. We literally do not know what it is. So, yeah, just think about that. In the days when the Kingdom of Dragons was young, brave Arithria's emerald wings soared above the clouds. The fastest flyer of her day, she feared no enemy, except Galakron, just kidding. Nor would she back down from any challenge. Alas, her courage would be her undoing. Aranethria had flown to the far corners of Kalimdor and back. She had witnessed wondrous sights, and loved to share stories of them with her kin. Counterpoint to be counterporn, to be pro-dream. Have you seen the new Moonkin customs we get? I did, they're pretty sick. Yet there came a day when Aranethria felt she had seen all there was to see of the world. She grew bored, restless. Aranethria sought the wisdom of Keeper Tyr. Great Keeper, is there any mystery left for me to discover? Any riddle yet to be solved? Everything you need is here, child. What more could you want to see? What else could you seek to know? As the dragon's brow furrowed, a cool wind blew in from the west. The breeze, Great Keeper. I wish to see the place from whence the winds are born. Tyr grew solemn. Beyond the storming seas lies only ruin. Stay close to home. Stay close to kin. So there's something over there? Are they going to pull the back half of Azeroth bullshit? We've seen a globe of Azeroth before. God damn it. I think they might do it. Tyr's warning hung like a shadow. Isn't that the Avalon thing? I don't know. Tyr's warning hung like a shadow over Aranethria's heart. It clashed again and again with her deep yearning for answers. One bright morning, the green dragon bid farewell to her clutchmates. "Fear not," she told them, "for I can fly higher than any storm, faster than any thunder, and when I know from whence these west winds come, I shall return home and tell you all." And with that, Arthria soared into the sky. Moons passed, and still more. Yet brave Arthria did not return. Even Ysera woke from her dreaming to aid in the search, but there was no sign to be found. Most believed that Arthria was lost to the storming sea, that her mighty wings grew tired and torn by the harsh winds, and that she tumbled into the roiling waters. But some Greens claimed that they saw her in their dreams, that she reached a land beyond, where she raised a brood of her own. Surely, after all these ages, we must accept the truth of her loss. While we honor her courage, we must remember the wisdom she failed to heed. Beyond the storming sea lies only ruin. Stay close to home. Stay close to kin. Beware, beware, the daughter of the sea. The wind from the west, its call holds only doom. For if you take wing across storm and sea, you shall share Arthria's tomb. Since Keeper Tyr manipulated the dragonflights with the order-infused water in the ruby life pools, which I need to learn about, I don't know about that. Who knows what it is next? As you said, the Titans are not as good as everyone thinks. The thing is, I don't necessarily think that people trust the Titans. I don't think people actually do trust them. And I think that that's often been the case. I don't think well, some people do. Some people definitely do. They're like, oh, they're order. I always get like the most basic. The things that I hear as like rebuttals are just the most, you know, I don't know. It's like, oh, well, actually, it says right here on this one thing here. It's like, oh my God. Yeah, okay, but what about the evidence in front of your face and how they act and the way that they talk? Like, do you not care about those parts? Or do you just want to read the part of the book and then turn your fucking... Oh, it says right here, the Titans were benevolent, inherently benevolent. They would never hurt a fly, they wouldn't do anything like that. Certainly not. What the fuck, dude? No. They wanted to eradicate everyone in the world, bro. Like, what? Y'all motherfuckers wildin', dude. It's crazy. It's crazy. Trust what you see and feel, not what you're told. Feelings don't care about your facts.